I've been thinking about the ripple effect of local politics. And if I'm talking about the ripple effect, your head probably immediately goes to a rock being thrown into a pond and the real ripples that go out from it. But the ripples that come from politics are even bigger and can change life, property values, and the entire culture of a region. Now, Charlotte's been in the news a lot over the last few weeks. None of it is making any of us proud. And all of those incidences around crime impact real estate. Because y'all, I get phone calls from people that are relocating to this area for jobs and they say, what the heck's going on? Now, how do we get out of these problems? Well, a lot of people think you can vote your way out. You've got to pick better leaders. Well, I am part of the greater Charlotte region. However, I do not have voting privileges in Charlotte or in Mecklenburg County. Now, the question becomes this: do I have the right to have an opinion about what happens in Charlotte and in Mecklenburg County when I do not have a domicile in that area? I would say yes, I absolutely do, because what happens in Charlotte happens here too in Cabarrus County. In fact, we see a lot of flight out of Charlotte into Cabarrus County for the better public schools, for a different tax structure, for lots and lots of reasons, including our amazing sheriff and DA here. Now, when you start asking yourself, but Leigh, if it's happening in Charlotte and you live over here, you keep your mouth shut. I will not, because as somebody who has helped people move in and out of this region for over 25 years, I have an obligation to pay attention to what happens with policy and what happens with who is and is not elected. This is something you all have to get your heads around. When you have opinions about things, even if it's not in your jurisdiction, do the research, form an opinion, and continue speaking up.